On this episode of Bolts and Boost, we're going to put that into this. Last night, before we jump into the radiator, I got this bad boy off, this contraption of a pulley system. I think it's ridiculous. To change the accessory belt, you have to take this thing off, and it's no easy feat for most people. I got it off with my Ryobi impact. What I did was I put the impact in there, gave it like 60 seconds of nothing was happening. So I decided I was going to go inside and eat supper, charge the battery for a full charge, come back, try it again. I did that and it worked. So if you guys are having trouble, now one thing to mention is that in order to do that, you probably have to take the radiator out. I thought that Bertha here, the 3/4 inch drive impact, would do it no problem. I didn't think my Ryobi was up to the task. However, it's the only one that fit in here. And it was up to the task. So I completely lucked out and got that sucker off of there. I also cleaned up the front of the engine. So there's very, very minimal grease left over. The new accessory belt is on. That was a feat, I'll tell you what. That was horrendously way harder than it should have been. The belt was extremely tight. What I did is I routed it all, and then I just left the AC pulley loose. And then I had to like partially put it on and turn the crank, obviously clockwise, which is the rotation of the engine. And yeah, it was not fun. And then I'm hearing all these hissing sounds because of the compression, obviously. But I'm also hearing this like metallic sound. It's not bearing or anything, but it's definitely a metallic sound. And I think it's, if I had to guess, it's because the timing chains are not tensioned right now. And it's just a timing difference between the valve going down or up in relation to the timing chain and sprocket position. That's my only guess. There's really nothing else it could be, in my opinion, unless there's something special that I don't know. But anyway, everything's all put back together. A lot more clean down here. The radiator, as you can see, it was leaking transmission fluid, I do believe, at the bottom fitting. And now, if you look at this, I was not getting full cooling in. Like, it's completely blocked. Look at that. Like, obviously my truck stayed within range, but that's like, I don't know, 15 to 20% of the radiator gone. So I cleaned this guy out, some brake clean and some water, and then we're going to install this guy today. So it's a really nice piece. So without further ado, all right, so I got this thing on the floor here, and it comes with two fittings, obviously, for the transmission cooler. However, I'm a little perplexed at these. I mean, they do not fit in here nice. Not only that, but these fittings are beveled, so they seal against each surface. So I'm a little perplexed as to what those O-rings are for. I'm not sure at all. We got the drain over there, that's fine. These were in the same bag, so I can only assume that they're for this, but like, I don't get it, guys. Maybe they go over the threads? I don't know. Any suggestions? I mean, the sealing surface is already there, so why do I have O-rings? The only thing I can really think of is maybe, but it's not big enough to seal onto this. Maybe it is. I don't know. They don't stretch very nice either, so. Any suggestions? All right, so I put them on really the only way that I thought they would go on, and I think it's correct. So they're all lubed up. I'm going to go ahead and install these guys right now and then put the radiator in. I was just worried that they designed it a little wonky and the O-ring had to, for some reason, go in the threads, but I don't think that's the case. All right, so fittings are in. Everything's nice and tight. Tighten them up. Again, that's really the only thing I can think of with the O-rings, but I'm gonna go throw her in the truck. It's ready to go, ready to rock. Like I said, it had that leak before and just everything is kind of soaked in that. I tried to clean it up. Yeah, no, we're good to throw her in. All right, so she's sitting in the truck. It's a little, I don't know if it's just because of where these, prongs are welded, but it looks like this one's off, like just a bit in relation to that one. I don't know if that was caused by shipping, because like I showed you guys, the box was quite ravaged. That one looks like it's sitting pretty and nice and sealing against the seal. This one's just like a couple mils off of that AC seal. So I'm not entirely sure. This mount is off of where it was. This mount is on where it was. So I don't know. But look at that. We just missed the SVE. It's too bad that wasn't showing. I like that sort of stuff. Some people don't, which is fine. But anyway, new aluminum radiator. I'll probably fill it with coolant tonight, just to make sure that it's not leaking. And I'm going to contact them just to see if this is normal and see what they'll do, because they seem to be pretty receptive about making customers happy, which is how it should be. So anyways, I'm going to leave it off here. I hope you all have an awesome Christmas. This is going to be my last video before Christmas. But hopefully you guys all have a Merry Christmas, and wish you all a Happy New Year. And if you haven't already, watch all my videos on my channel. All right, everybody. Peace.